Hey Pisces, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of November. We're nearing the end of the year, so let's see if we're aligned. I definitely recommend watching the video for manifesting, which is posted in October, just because it'll help you understand how to kind of change the energy if you don't like what I put down on the reading, because you are in control of what the outcome is. So I'm doing a collective reading, right? This is a general reading. I'm doing a collective of Pisces. So your energy, the majority of the energy, and what that looks like and where it's leading to. And if you don't like where it leads to, only you guys can change that. So if you collectively see this video and you're like, I don't like this, then change the energy around it. Laws of attraction. Again, watch the video. It explains it all. And if you like where the energy is because you like the outcome, then remind yourself that even when something bad happens, that you have to keep that positive mindset. So let's go ahead. We'll just jump right in, get a past, present, and future. But first, we're going to get the energy and the vibe. Oh, hello, Tarot. If you see, there he is. You got blessed by the Tarot today. Let's see the vibe and energy of the month and kind of give us like a good understanding of what you're going through and what's going on. Decisions. So there's a lot happening right now in the month of November in a sense of like decisions and 11. So if you see 11 somewhere, I feel like maybe that's a sign that you get from your guides. But there are a lot of decisions that you're making, a lot of moves. I feel like you want to change. I feel like you're not telling this to yourself or anybody, but you are itching for something different and you don't know where to put your hands or where you're grasping. And so your brain is all over the place. And from an outside perspective, it does not make sense. I don't know why my guys want you to hear that. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And it's like you're trying to figure out what the right thing is to do for you. So maybe you have friendships that you're trying to figure out. Maybe you're trying to like walk away from certain things. Maybe you want a new job. Maybe you're making plans for a project and and so like you're grasping at so many different things right now. And that's why it's hard for you to make a decision because you don't know where your heart lies yet. I think that's part of it. I think that is a huge part of it is you don't know. Yeah. So let's go ahead. We're going to pull some past, present, and future here. And we're going to just shuffle one. Oop, that's for you. Okay. Well, leave that like that for a second. Okay, so in the past here, we have Ace of Pentacles, the World, and we have Temperance. So there's something here that came divinely handed. This was an opportunity, like it might have been even a financial opportunity, a job opportunity, but something came in that was like showing me stability. So it doesn't have to be finance, but it's showing me stability. But for a lot of you guys, it was financial. So maybe a good job, a good paying job, maybe money came in from, I don't even know, somewhere, however that works for you. Maybe you closed a deal or something, but there was an opportunity that like came that you were able to do this, or at least put your foot in the door to be able to do it. And there was something along the lines of things are divinely happening in the background, and it's all divine timing. And this is something that is really going to be like life-changing, and it's a completion, the world, and it's going to basically make you settle. Like you don't have to worry about anything moving forward, if that makes sense. And so this is the past. You were handed this came in your lap, but there's some kind of like thing about divine timing. I don't know why my guys are like, I don't know if you guys are not realizing this, but they keep throwing that at me. And I think that's kind of bleeding into the present, that there's some kind of like not being aware of the fact that there's something with divine timing. So keep that in mind. But I think there's like a massive like change that you are now in, that you have that opportunity And it doesn't mean that you have it right now. It was an opportunity that was given to put your foot in the door. So it might have not just landed on your lap. You didn't get like $2 million landing on your lap. It was like, here, this job opportunity is allowing you to make the money that you weren't expecting to make. Now take advantage of it, but be patient because it's going to take time. So that's kind of there in the past. Makes sense why the decision card is coming here. So now we have 5 of Cups, the Sun, and the 6 of Pentacles. So currently it feels like you okay. This is like there's so much. This is going to be so complicated and complex to explain. Because the mourning card is here. You're not really necessarily mourning something, though maybe you are. Maybe there's some sadness around that. But there is some kind of a loss. And I think it's a loss of an expectation. Maybe of a lifestyle that you were planning. Maybe the friendships that you thought you would make. The progress that you thought you were going to make within your career or your situation, whatever that is. And I'm getting a sense of you not realizing that, like, where you are is beautiful. And you have so much. And again, divine timing coming up because I don't think you realize that. And you're forcing something to happen that you don't need to happen now. And I think you're just pushing it so hard that it's almost like delaying something else from happening, which I don't know if that makes sense for you guys. But if you feel like you are like there's something that was supposed to happen and didn't happen, it was because you are focused on this other thing that you're forcing, and it's just it's so messy right now, which makes sense with the decision card because you just don't know what like your guys are almost saying like stay in your lane and like let it go because the stuff that you're thinking about that's like delaying everything is going to happen, but just not now. I don't even know how to even like I'm trying to think of like a scenario of where that would make sense. And I'm like thinking about like a relationship, and maybe you guys aren't even in a relationship. I'm just going to leave it as broad as possible because that's interesting to me. And I think that you are also juggling gosh, you guys are people pleasing. That's a thing. You guys are people pleasing, and whatever it is that you're planning, again, with whatever you were handed in the future, instead of thinking about yourself, you're like, okay, I have this opportunity. Now, how can I like accommodate everyone else? It's not about anyone else. It's about you. So it's like, okay, I got a new job. Now, like, how do I make sure my parents are okay, make sure my kids are okay, make sure my friends are okay. And it's like, who cares? Like, this is you. Enjoy your job. Go take a vacation. This is your money. This is your, like, this is you. And like, you're like so people pleasing. And so, like, you are like in 15 places at one time right now. So that's why the decision, like, you don't know what is right or wrong, what you should or shouldn't do. You're not pulling any triggers. And so if you take a step back, you're sitting in one place. And the beauty of that is you're sitting in a place where you need to be comfortable in because where you are right now is beautiful and you need to let everything else go. Not about anyone else. Let it go. Don't make any more moves. You are great where you are. Don't change careers. You're good where you are. I think there's things about that with decisions that like you're trying to make them and you don't need to make anything right now. So maybe in November, instead of stressing yourself out, you just let that go. Like put the phone down, think about yourself, don't plan for anyone else. This is about you. And what you see in the future, Page of Swords, then we have the Strength in reverse, and then we have the King of Wands. So I think you're going to still struggle with this. I think there's a lot of people pleasing. I don't even know if it's people pleasing in the sense you don't want anyone to pass judgment on you either. That's what I'm getting. You're almost like I'm doing things because now I feel like I need to because people like I are judging me. I don't even know what I'm just like getting whatever my guides are telling me and I'm trying to like put that in like a situation. I feel like the strength, like you are not strong in like kind of putting things on the back burner and letting the universe kind of do what it needs to do, divine timing. There's no strength within that. You kind of let like you like steamroll yourself and almost gaslight yourself. It's like it's like that. And I see that there is going to be some information that's going to be coming in, pages, messenger of some sorts. There's going to be some information that's going to come in. And I think there's going to be someone with you that's going to kind of like bring like the stability within this kind of like back and forth thing. So I do get a sense that that is going to be like toned down in the future. Again, you're not going to do this for yourself, but someone else going to be doing it for you. And I think that they're going to lead you in the right path. I think that they're going to spark some kind of fire to make you stay in a lane. Again, there's stability. King of Swan's energy, there's fire, there's stability. But there is information that's going to come through that it's going to make sense to you to make like, I understand what do I need to do now. So right now, right? Like you're here, right? You're here, you're in it. You're kind of like 15 places at once. In the future, I feel like you're going to reel it in. I feel like you're going to let that go. And I feel like you're going to stay in lane. And I do see another person coming in. So maybe it's a mentor. Maybe it's your boss that's going to guide you through it. So if you feel like you're a little bit stressed, just realize like that's going to be a phase. You're going to be fine. And I think that, again, King of Wands, this person is strong. This person's going to guide you and make the decision for you realistically. So I think you kind of need that. So maybe be open to it and be open to having like someone come in and kind of taking the reign a little bit because I think you kind of need it. But this is kind of telling in a sense of what you need to do for yourself because we all have to work on ourselves at the end of the day. Like I have to do it all the time. Like I'm human. I have an ego. I have, so many ideas and things that I want to do and like I have to kind of reel it in. And so like divine timing is specifically in play here for you and I think that is super important when you're trying to plan your life out and make decisions. Do I quit a job? Do I not quit a job? Do I continue these friendships? Do I not continue these friendships? Divinely tended, this is going to be divine timing. Can't talk. This is going to be divinely handed. Oh, nope. One more time. This is divinely timed. This is going to happen whether you want to do it or not. It will just happen. And you just have to let it be until it comes, until that day comes. So if this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe. Leave a comment so people don't feel alone because I think this probably was a little bit of a tough one to kind of hear. But I appreciate you guys coming back and let's see what your next month is going to be like. So stay tuned for that. See you guys next time. Bye.